We did it. Bucket list achieved. Bucket list item achieved. We are at Tokyo Disney. So that means we've done Disneyland, Disney World, a Disney cruise, Disneyland Paris, and now Tokyo Disneyland. We're going into, let me explain this. There's two parks in Tokyo Disney. There's the Disneyland Park, and then there is the DisneySea, Tokyo DisneySea. DisneySea is a unique park. There's nothing like it anywhere else in the world. It's like Epcot in that way. Epcot is unique. There's no other kind of Epcot park in the world. This is the same way. Right now we're waiting in line security. We went through the whole process. We did a package. Oh my gosh. I'll talk about this later, but it was quite the ordeal. Not only to get the package, but then when to get here and get all of the stuff we needed for the package. So I'll talk about that later. It was a little bit frustrating and a little bit stressful. But now we're here. We're waiting in line to go through security and then get into the park. Both of the Disney parks here have a hotel in the front. I'll get better views of this later, but you can see the building popping out from the trees over there. That is the Hotel New York Costa, which is the hotel that's in the front of DisneySea. And then the Tokyo Disneyland Hotel is in the front of Tokyo Disneyland. We're doing this today because we're staying at the Disneyland Hotel, which means we'll get early entry from the hotel tomorrow. So the way they set it up was we had this one today and then Disneyland tomorrow, and that just makes better use of the early entry. Here, the early entry is only 15 minutes, not 30 minutes like most other parks, or maybe sometimes up to an hour in other parks around the world. Here it's just 15 minutes, which, you know, it's not insignificant if it can get you to a ride faster than everybody else who's just coming to the park for the day. The package we got includes a room for the night. We have 2 rooms. There's a total of 6 of us that are staying both days. We're meeting some other friends here who are coming in later on a bus. We came in on the subway and train this morning because we needed to check in. So there's 6 of us staying here, 3 in each room, and we're staying at the Disneyland Hotel, like I said. What that comes with is, there's some different options you can choose when you're booking, but the one we chose was the lots of attractions package. So that means we have what is equivalent to fast passes. So we have today here, we have the Tower of Terror, we have Journey to the Center of the Earth, and then we have a generic one that we can use in whatever attraction that accepts it here when we want to. They also have something called Premier Pass, I think. I have to look the exact name up, but I'm pretty sure that's right, which is sort of like Disney Genie back in the States, where you can get into attractions faster. Or if you are used to going to like Universal Forever, it's like their fast break, or I can't remember what that's called, but you know what I'm talking about if you've ever been to a Disney park. We haven't decided if we're going to do that yet. I need to look into it, see how much it costs, if we're going to get benefit out of it. But we have attraction tickets, we have park tickets, we have the room, we also have beverage tickets. So like all soda that we want to get today from counter service restaurants is already paid for. I was going to say free, but we paid for it technically, but it's already paid for, so we don't have to pay an additional for that. Each of the rooms gets a voucher for 1 popcorn bucket, so we can exchange that somewhere in the park for a popcorn bucket. And we also get some goods, some free goods like a ticket holder. We go exchange that somewhere. I haven't read all the details because we just got our packet. We were more concerned about getting into the park and getting through this line. And there's also some goods that we have exclusive access to because we're staying in the hotel. Like some plushes, some other stuff. I don't know if we're going to do that because we're not really plush people, but we'll see what they have to offer and decide then to get it. But all right, that's a lot of exposition. Thank you for joining us on our journey today. Let's go have some fun at Tokyo DisneySea. And I'm so excited because I've been wanting to do this forever since they opened it in 1982. They're doing their 40th. Oh, I should mention this. This is their 40th anniversary. And they're doing a lot of 40th stuff. Plus it's Halloween, so there's 40th stuff going on, there's Halloween stuff going on, so there's just a whole bunch of events happening all at one time. We were lucky because we were originally gonna do Tokyo last year, but they didn't open their borders. But it worked out great because when we went to Disneyland Paris, it was their 30th anniversary, and now this year we're going to Tokyo Disneyland, and it's their 40th anniversary. So we've hit a lot of anniversaries, not necessarily because we were trying to, but that's just how the timing worked. So anyway, come join me, let's go have some fun. We made it inside. Oh my gosh, I wouldn't know this is a Disney park if I didn't know it was a Disney park. But wow, there's the hotel. And you can see the signage over there, 40th anniversary, as well as some pumpkins. Just looking for my group, there they are. So I want to make sure I'm not too far behind. We're gonna walk in here. We're not sure what attraction we're heading to yet because some of our friends are still coming. They're not gonna get here till another 15 or 30 minutes or so because they have to still get here and then get in the park. So they'll just meet us inside. Wow. I think this is sort of their Main Street equivalent, if there is one. Wow, lots of people buying ears and stuff. We're going with our normal adage of ride now, shop later. Usually when you get in early, well not early, but we're here slightly after rope drop. It's not as many people are here, but boy, seems pretty crowded here today. But it is a Tuesday for reference to see about how crowded it is. Ooh, wow. There's a breeze through here and we're in shade. Feels really good. But you can see the mountain over there. There's a volcano. And there's a ride in there. I think that's the Journey to the Center of the Earth ride. And there's a big, like, sea. That's why it's called Tokyo DisneySea. That everything is around. So it's kind of like the back part of Epcot, the World Showcase, where everything is around the lagoon. That's how all of the worlds are here. And they're themed on various different places. Like there's a European area, there's an American waterfront. And we'll see some of those places as we go through. But check it out. This is huge. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Definitely gonna get some souvenirs from here and buy some stuff for friends as well. But okay, let's head in. One thing I love about the Japanese people is they've really taken to Disney. It's something that I feel like they would, if you think about it. That's something I think that fits right in their wheelhouse to enjoy. But they really do it up here. So many people are dressed or they're bounding. So many people have, well, not in the current view, but the ears. So many people are dressed like matching, like those two there. Like, it is just amazing. Here's the elevated, or excuse me, there's an elevated train. It'll come over here. It's like a trolley. Yeah. This is the American waterfront. We'll come back here. But there's McDuck's department store. I love it because I'm a huge fan of DuckTales. And see, there goes the trolley essentially. And they have caramel popcorn over there. One of the things this is known for is flavored popcorns. So there's a bunch of different like stations, what are those things called? Like wagons that have popcorn in them. But they have lots of different flavors and they change them out all the time. But here's the waterfront and there's the Venetian gondolas down there that you can do. Which I think is a free floating ride, not on a track. Wow, I'm just trying to take it all in. Look at this. It's gorgeous. I would have no idea this is a Disney park.
That's exactly the point.
Except for little things like Scrooge McDuck. Place back there, it is not overly Disney themed. They also have a big steam liner over there. It's very like Titanic looking. It's called the Columbia. And I know there's a restaurant in there. I'm pretty sure there's a restaurant in there. I shouldn't say I know. But you can also go in there and walk around, I think. We'll find out when we go over there. I did watch a lot of videos for this place, but there aren't a lot. Like, if you wanted to watch Disney World videos, you could spend the rest of your life doing that. Or Disneyland videos, you can spend the rest of your life doing that. But as far as Tokyo Disney, there's not that much. Josh pointed out that you can see essentially quote unquote lava coming down from the mountain, and it's hardened and cooled, so that is pretty neat. And the volcano will erupt every so often, just shoot out a bunch of fire. One thing about the parks in Japan versus the parks in America and somewhat of Paris is that they don't allow filming on most of their rides. So I'm not gonna be able to do as many ride videos as I can if I go to another park. Like we're getting into Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Crystal Skull now. We're in line for that, and they won't let me have it. Whereas the other two parks in America, I would be able to have my phone out. It's all bumpy, but we've done it. but here they won't allow it. So there are some less intense rides that they will allow it on that I will try to video if I can. Tomorrow we'll be doing like the Beauty and the Beast ride, and I've seen videos of that, which means they allow it. But most of the time you really can't video anything here. So I'll talk about food, I'll talk about attractions, we'll get everyone's opinion on them when we get off the ride. But I don't know how often I can actually show you a ride. So I apologize that this video is not going to have as many ride portions on it like that my other videos do. This is a pretty cool queue. There's a lot of interesting stuff. I like these fixtures, and then there's light behind them. I know it seems kind of bright here because my camera's really good at that, but it's a lot darker in here than it seems in this video. So these look really creepy and cool. Oh, this is a lot like the one that has Sala in it, but obviously not Sala. Some of the same visuals though. Or maybe not. This looks different. How cool. The next ride we did is a ride called Raging Spirits, which was not too far away from the Indiana Jones ride. And there's a loop-de-loop in it, although that wasn't what I was just showing you. They will come around though. I wasn't expecting a loop-de-loop. The cars remind me a lot of Expedition Everest. But yeah, I saw the loop-de-loop coming. I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool. Well, I swear somebody's gonna go through the loop-de-loop. Oh, I think they come now. There you go. It's not a very long ride. It is fun, but it doesn't go for a long time. We're not going to do this ride, but they do have a Jasmine's Flying Carpets here, which is very similar, if not identical. Well, I mean, it looks different. I love how they use the water features there, because that's not actual water at the top, like where the peacock is. It's just these swirly kinds of, sorry, I have mints in my mouth. Swirly kind of like translucent discs, but that looks pretty cool. So we've entered into the Arabian area. I forget what the name of the area is. I'll look it up a little bit later. Sinbad's Storybook Voyage, I hear, is really good. It's a ride that's very much like Pirates. You go through, there's some animatronic figures. You go through a story, but it's based on Sinbad. I'm really surprised that they haven't themed it to Aladdin by now. But it's cool. That's sort of a holdover from what was there. So we want to try that at some point. But we're heading over to the Tower of Terror, which I think the ride is pretty much similar, if not identical, to the one in Florida. I'm trying to remember, it's either Florida or California. When they opened these parks, they were able to choose from rides from Disneyland or California, excuse me, Disneyland or Disney World. And they chose which one they thought was best. So I'm not sure if this one has that fourth dimension where you move forward or if it's just up and down. But the reason why we're riding it is because the story is different. They don't really have Tower of Terror here. It's not a thing. So they have a completely different story about it, and we're interested in experiencing that, even though we're not going to understand it because it's all going to be Japanese. If you see my other videos, you know that I love carousels. And see how people dress here? It's amazing. These are just regular people. They don't work here. They allow a lot more costumes here than the other Disneys do. Anyway, you know I like carousels, and a two-story carousel, never seen that before. That is really, really neat. We may do that later. I'm not going to prioritize a carousel, but if we have some time, then we'll do it. Oh, here's some of the friends we're here with. Hannah, Anika, Evan, Cody, and Calvin. We're going to meet up with them as soon as we find where we're supposed to go. I'm pretty sure it's in the American waterfront, the Tower of Terror. We're just working our way over there. Kind of a longer way, but it's really nice to see everything. Whew. Nice to be out of the sun for a moment. It's warm today. 78 degrees right now. I think it's going to get not too much warmer, but warm enough. Then you can see an aerial undersea world over there. We may or may not go in there. It's a lot of kids' rides. And then there's the volcano. Ooh, it's smoking.
It goes off periodically.
Yeah, Josh, it goes off periodically. Like everybody, we all go off every so often. That is pretty nice. Here's another view of that. That's gorgeous. sure appreciate the way that it looks, even though we may not ride anything in it. That is really neat. We have come into the American waterfront and we're heading to the Tower of Terror, and there it is. That is beautiful. And I like the pumpkin over here for the Halloween. This, oh, dude dressed like Prince Philip. How wonderful. All this Halloween stuff, Josh. Wow, this is pretty awesome. I am a big fan of this. In here, okay. All right, here, ooh, the Raja's pool. This is what it looks like in here. This is cool. Never seen this before. This is so different. I love it. Anyway, like I said before, the theme is different, but the ride itself is the same. But I'm really looking forward to seeing the theme. Ooh. Okay.
落下したエレベーターから見つかったのですが、ハイタワー3世が謎の失踪を遂げました。それではここでその謎の鍵を握る彼の最後の記者会見の録音をお聞きください。
私と同じ運命になるぞ。私の忠告を聞け。呪いは本物だ。死にきる天の命だ。早く逃げろ。まだ間に合う。
We're essentially like in a portrait room storage kind of thing, and there's the guy who's behind all of this, and this will be the door here, I think. Yay, I caught it. I got my camera out in time. Awesome. And that's what it does. It starts making a lot of noise, and then it bursts some fire, and then it's done for a little bit. Next ride is Journey to the Center of the Earth. We have vouchers with our package, and then our friends have like a fast pass kind of thing for it, a priority pass. We have a little bit of time to wait, about 10 minutes before we can get on there. We can use our tickets anytime, but our friends have the timed ones, so we have a little bit of time. So let me tell you about the Tower of Terror. It's fun still, like it usually is, but if the story I think is great. Like I think it's better than the Tower of Terror or the Twilight Zone. I like Twilight Zone, but I really liked the story here. It seemed like this rich guy got a hold of this cursed idol, and then it sent him, I guess, up and down in an elevator. So that's the premise of it. And but the ride itself was so tame. Like, first of all, it didn't go as long. At least Josh and I were saying we didn't feel like it went as long as the ones back in America. And the seatbelt you had was not just a belt on your lap. It was one of the ones like at a front seat of a car that went over your shoulder. So you didn't get up as high as you could otherwise. But it didn't go for very long, and I didn't feel like the drops were that drastic. They were a lot more smooth. And so I'm glad we did it. I thought the story was great, but the ride itself we felt was actually disappointing. Now, people we were with who've never ridden the other ones thought it was great. But since we had done the other ones and we had something to compare it to, we thought it was kind of tame. I don't want to say lame because that's not the word. Tame is the right word. It wasn't very scary. Even though people on it were screaming, it wasn't scary. I got the Mickey Ice Bar, which is tropical flavor. Josh got the sea salt ice cream Monaka. Open it up, Josh.
Josh got stuck with
Well, Josh was supposed to get the ice cream sandwich, but the person who went to get it didn't get the right thing. But that looks kind of cool too.
I guess you learned who you should trust with your stuff and who you shouldn't.
Yeah, you're right.
Not trust Evan, that's all.
And Hannah, how do you feel about your husband's lack of being able to follow the directions?
I'm not surprised.
You heard it here first, folks. Hannah's not surprised. Tune in for more.
That's what the
This is what the tiramisu ice cream bar looks like.
Yeah.
Here's the queue. They know how to do a queue here. And it's indoors and in air conditioning. Freaking awesome. And wow, this just leads us right to the front. That's pretty cool because the wait for this I think is 50 minutes. So this is pretty cool actually. So we get in that elevator and I don't know if it actually goes anywhere or just turns or something, but when the doors open, you're in a different space. Now we're gonna get in here and get into a ride vehicle. Ooh, I like that kind of misty looking river thing. Glowing rocks over there. I'll see if I can catch a ride vehicle as it goes by so you can see what it looks like. Everything's very Jules Verne-esque. Oh, here comes one. So, see, that whole Jules Verne aesthetic. I like it. Oh, now we can get a really good look. Pretty nice. We're stopping for some gyoza sausage buns that are 600 yen, and we're gonna get some drinks too. I've noticed there are a lot of counter services that serve one thing. So we're gonna get that. That looks great. And it smells good, and I've seen them, they look really good. Some of our friends had some food earlier, but Josh and I weren't interested in what they were having. It was like a teriyaki chicken roll. This looks great. So we came down here. It's actually downstairs from the Journey area, Journey to the Center of the Earth and the 20,000 Leagues. While we're waiting in line, I can tell you about Journey to the Center of the Earth. So far, it's been the best ride we've done here. At least we have felt, which we weren't expecting that. First, you go through an area where there's a lot of animatronics of weird, like mushroom creatures and lots of like glowing crystals. And then there's a big looking like mushroom dragon-y creature. And then it turns into like a really fast sort of, not roller coaster, but it's more like Radiator Springs Racers or Test Track, that kind of thing. I even think it's the same kind of, it's not the same kind of ride vehicle, but it's the same kind of ride system. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm really glad we did that. I enjoyed that quite a bit. The next ride will be 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. We have everybody has a fast pass or premier pass for that. After we get something to eat though. Here is the gyoza bun, essentially. Pork inside there and the bun. It's a good size too, 600 yen. What'd you think of the black currant, Josh?
I actually liked it quite a bit once it was mixed.
Did you? I haven't had it since it was mixed. I took a swig of it, but I didn't really taste like anything, so I think I needed to mix it. I'll have to try that. But yeah, I think this is pretty good. And it's 600 yen, that's a pretty good deal. They serve, I didn't know this, but they serve potato churros here. So it's kind of like it's a savory churro. 500 yen. The inside it has a very like mashed potato consistency. The outside is just a little bit more churro looking, but it's very good. What do you think, Calvin?
Yeah, it's super tasty. Just like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
A great little snack.
Yeah, I think that's great. I didn't know those things existed. This is the black currant and orange. What did you think, Anika?
It's a little tart, not overly sweet.
Which is actually perfect for Josh.
And it has ice, so.
It's one of those where you're like, damn it, because anything's done.
Yeah. No, still don't like it. But
Still don't like it?
no,
Oh,
Josh
okay.
does though.
I think it's awesome.
It's too tart for me, but you like tart things. We are now doing 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Fun fact, that is not a measure of depth, it's a measure of distance, because they went 20,000 leagues while they were under the sea. I am that kind of nerd. I'm a lot of kind of nerds. That's a particular kind of nerd I am too. This is cool. The way you get down here is under the spiral. This goes all the way down. I don't know what kind of ride this is. The Nautilus is a submarine, like you can see over there. But I don't know what that translates to. Is it like the Nemo ride at Disneyland? Or I guess we'll find out. That is really cool. I thought the movie was a lot of fun from back in the day. Especially the giant squid, which you look at now and it's sort of like, oh, well, that is clearly fake. But at the time, before computer animation and stuff, that was very ambitious to do. It's been a while since I've seen it though. Maybe I should watch it again. So we've done the spiral all the way down. We're heading into the ride. I don't know if I can film this one either. I'm sorry that I can't film a lot of these rides. But boy, I'm glad I had that food. I was starting to get hangry and that really hit the spot. Here's what the ride vehicles look like. I have no idea what this ride is gonna be like. They're really cool though. Okay, this is really cool. There's like 3 seats in here and we all have little windows. I might be able to actually film this one.
Benches?
Yeah, exactly. No farting on the benches.
Control your destiny.
And there's a button down there. We're not really sure what it does.
Game over, man.
You gotta tap.
Nothing's happening so far, but we're diving. I don't understand anything they're saying, obviously, so we'll see if we can figure out what's going on by context. Oh yeah, it is like the Nemo ride.
Assuming he's saying we are safe under the water, absolutely nothing bad can happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I can control the light.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Yeah. That's awesome.
Okay, so Calvin is hitting the knob down here and it moves the light. Hey, the knob moves the light if you haven't noticed.
That's cool.
Ooh, octopus?
Captain Squid.
Yeah. Marshall's in the driving position. We have faith in you, Marshall.
I think my light went out. Oh, that's a big something or other. Is that
It's the giant squid.
Wow.
A little more mind player. Ooh, if we activated electricity.
Yeah.
Take that, Squiddy. I'm
He's
sorry.
a lot bigger than I thought he was.
I'm sorry, our commentary is not clever, but it's fun.
His or ours?
Now it's just a lot of darkness.
Thingamajig just floated by.
Oh, here we go.
More thingamajig. Grab a...
We get our light back?
Yeah,
Oh, our light's back.
again.
Ooh, ancient civilizations. Fish person.
Yeah. Crystals.
More fish persons.
Yeah. Oh, another one down there. Oh, if I shone the light on them, they disappear.
Oh, that's neat. I thought they were just popping up in an
No,
interval.
it was, as far as I could tell, it was correlating to the light. Lost the light again. Another really neat ride, actually.
It has been a difficult mating season for Mer Person. Ooh,
They're just sea monkeys.
Ooh, that's cool. They do kind of look like sea monkeys. Hi. There's a nice guy. Don't buy any of his crystals though. It's a multi-level marketing scheme.
Now we're screwed.
Buy my crystal.
Well, I think we might be done. Yeah, I think that's it. Hey, that was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was neat.
We are back in the Arabian Nights area. There's the Jasmine's Flying Carpets and something called Open Sesame over there. What are they serving? I'm always interested in the kind of food that they have here. I'll come back and take a look at that. Anyway, we're going to the Sinbad Voyage that I mentioned earlier. We thought we'd come back and try it out. We're doing really well for time. Josh and I always worry when we go to these parks that we may never come to again, that we're not gonna get done the things we wanna get done. But it is almost 2 o'clock. We've done almost everything we wanna do already. So now we can just do icing on the cake stuff and enjoy some of the things that we kind of put on the back burner and said that we would, you know, only do if we had time. Well, now we have time for all those things, so let's try some other ones out. Come and set sail with Sinbad and Chandu. Looks fun. My understanding is it's a sort of a Small World-ish ride, as well as like a Pirates-ish ride. I'm looking forward to experiencing it. I admit that I don't know as much about, sorry, we had to move over, as much about Sinbad as I used to when I was a kid. I used to read the stories, but I don't really remember much of them now. So there's some murals as you go through here. I don't know if it depicts the kinds of adventure we're gonna go on, but oh, that one up there looks really nice. One of the fun things about this trip is we're doing a group of 10 today, and so we've had to do a lot of like 5 and 5s or multiple ride vehicles, which is fine. But
Land of the monkeys.
uh-oh. So I think this is probably something we go through. The giant Rook Island, Land of the Monkeys, Mermaid Rocks, Sinbad's home port, Whale Straits. How fun! 助かったよ。
あら波が船を揺さぶり嵐が行って阻んでも恐れず進めば
シンドバッド、魔法の楽器で乱暴者の猿たちをなだめるのじゃ。
何よりも大切
いいぞ、その調子。みんな最高だよ。もっとここにいたいけど、そろそろ行かなきゃ。 That was delightful. And I am not saying that with any sense of sarcasm. I really enjoyed that. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that song is by Alan Menken. I fell in love with that song instantly. Trying to connect to the iTunes store and it keeps telling me it can't connect. I don't know if it's because I'm here or not. Eventually I'm gonna get it, but I really enjoyed that ride. I thought the visuals were amazing. The story was interesting. The song was great. And it kept kind of escalating as you moved through it. It was really well done. I was not expecting that. I thought it would be cute and fun, but I really thought that was great. So we kept walking, twice we walked by this curry popcorn cart and everybody talked about how nice it smells. So Hannah pulled the trigger and got the curry popcorn, and what do you think?
It's delicious.
Yeah,
it is like the perfect level of curry.
Yeah, it is. Oh, we've all had some and everyone said the same thing. Like, it just works. Like, the popcorn flavor with the curry flavor, and it's not too salty. It just really, really works. And I would not have expected that. I thought it was gonna be overpowering, yeah, but it really wasn't. So awesome. I'm really glad you did that. Thanks, Anna. Since we had extra time, we're now on our things we were gonna try to fit in if we could. So we're gonna go inside the Little Mermaid area here and check out what it looks like. My understanding is there's this whole interior with a lot of kid rides, but even the outside looks gorgeous. I think it's Atlantica, isn't it? It's not quite Atlantis. I think it's Atlantica. I could be wrong about that. It's been a while since I've watched The Little Mermaid. Or I watched the live action one recently, but I don't remember if they mentioned the name of the place. But there's air conditioning in here, and that is a big plus of any kind of area here. The sun has gone behind clouds though, and the temperature feels really good. There's some humidity still, but overall it has not been a terrible day when you compare it to some of the very hot and humid days we've been in Disney World in Florida. So I'll take this, even when it was hotter earlier. Ooh, neat. Exactly. It's the air conditioning ride. The most popular one in the entire park. Triton's Kingdom. Wearing my sunglasses, I better take them off. I was wondering why everything seemed dark, and now I know. All right, so we've come down here. Looks like there's a little bit of a water squirty play area there. And there's the whirlpool. Not sure what kind of ride that is. We'll go check it out in a second. There are jumping jellyfish over there, which are very similar to those kinds of rides at California Adventure. Not sure what this is over here. I can't read it. It looks like it's a spinner ride with blowfish. Oh, and then there's King Triton's concert, which is some kind of theater. King Triton's concert. Okay, it doesn't. There's no standby or anything, so maybe there's nothing going on there. Oh, this is the whirlpool. It's like a teacups ride. It's always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. My entire video is just an excuse for me to sing in front of you. I love the songs from The Little Mermaid, and this land is much cooler than I was expecting it to be. Ariel's playground is over there. It looks like one of those places where kids can just kind of run around and have a good time. Places that I wish existed when I was a kid. Here we go, Blowfish Balloon Ride. So that's that. Actually, that's a little bit better than a spinner. Not too different, but I like it. We're not having anything, but I wanted to show you what they have at Sebastian's Calypso Kitchen. There's your menu right there. One thing I've noticed is that the food here is so inexpensive. It's good, but it's inexpensive. I was talking to somebody like, you can get a burger and fries, or Akio, who was our host yesterday, or I'm sorry, our guide yesterday. I was talking about like, here you can get like a burger and fries for $8, you know, converted. But in America, at any of the parks, that burger and fries would cost you at least $16. It's amazing to me that they have very affordable prices for what has been very good food. And that's true of everything here too, because we'll get like a drink from the vending machine, right? Just water, for example. A bottle of water at Disney in America is going to cost you $5, $4 or $5 minimum, whereas the water here in the vending machines are 200 yen. That's like $1.60, $1.50. It's incredible how inexpensive that kind of stuff is. So it makes coming here very affordable. We paid for a package which, you know, includes a lot, and therefore it was you know, altogether about $500 a person in American dollars for the room and all of the things I talked about earlier that we get out of it. But if you just wanted to come to the park for a day, it's right around $70, I think. When you convert it, it might be closer to 80, but a whole day at Disney for 80, where in America, they're like $120, sometimes $150 is a busy time of year. So it's very affordable to come here, so it doesn't surprise me that a lot of people do. The Japanese have a very gift-giving culture. And so when you go to a place, you usually bring back gifts for people, and that's not unusual. It's not just them that do that, but it's very prominent in their culture here. So there's a lot of things like this in the shops where it's just like a little, you know, inexpensive. This is 900 yen, which is not that much. You get a little tin, and here's what's in the tin. It's just cookies you can give out to somebody as a souvenir from having been here. Here's another tin down there. It's a little bit bigger, 1,300 yen, and here's one that has things like some rice crackers in it, various, I don't know what all these things are like. I don't know what that is, but there's, sorry, I got a text I had to look at, but it doesn't really say, but it comes like in this nice decorative box. And then something down here is you can just buy these and bring them back to for people as souvenirs. So we are looking for some souvenirs for like the people who are watching our cat, for example, and we're gonna keep looking, but some of this stuff is promising. These actually bring back memories. So some friends of ours many years ago came to Japan, and they know how much we love Disney, so they brought us back this. It's a tin, and it has candies, like little hard candies that are like milk and royal milk tea, and then some chocolate crunch in there too. It was very good, and we really enjoyed those, and we still have the tin. But again, here's some of this stuff you can just buy and give out as gifts like they did for us. Oh, this is cute, actually. Those are really nice. How much are these? 500 yen. That is not bad at all. I don't know what's in it. And it doesn't say in a language that I can read, but the tin in and of itself could be worth 5. Wow. Tomato snacks. I don't know what that means. Huh. Just to show you some of the Halloween stuff, there's a little Halloween train there. That is 2,800 yen. Some plushies, little like keychain plushies. This is a, oh, stationery set. There's a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, there's a bunch of different kinds of like stationery. You can see there's envelopes and some cards. And this is, I just flipped over, 1,200 yen. That's not bad at all. Here's a pin. Have a sweet Halloween 2023. And, oh, those are just baskets. Over here, like little mugs. Little tiny ones. Some cups. The mugs are, there's always mugs. 2,500 yen. It's pretty typical for a mug. The cups feel like plastic. They are, what does that say? 3,600 yen. It seems like a lot for some plastic cups. Here's some like little figurines, maquettes, t-shirts.
What I love about the t-shirt though,
Oh, that's nice on the back.
that's what I love about it.
That's really
what I
cool.
love.
That's 4,300 yen, I think.
Is that what it said? So
4,300 yen.
At least $12 less than that, so $30, less than
30 bucks.
which isn't bad for Disney.
That's not bad, actually,
No, it's really not.
for a Disney shirt. Memory go round. So they are doing this, since it's the 40th anniversary, they have some of the things that represent, or
10,
some
20,
items
30.
that represent different eras and things they did at the time. Now that doesn't mean anything to us because this is our first time here
This,
ever.
for example, says 20.
But
This
that's
is
from the
his outfit
20th.
From his 20th.
Yeah, and so there's
This is
other ones
30th.
there. So that's cool.
It is
I mean,
cool for
I know
those who-
it's very popular for people who've coming here for a long time. It just doesn't mean anything to us. Is that like a notebook?
Phone case, I think.
Oh, it's a phone case
That's
with
cool.
It's a phone case wallet essentially.
Yeah.
How much is that? 3,800 yen.
That
is not
35,
bad.
10.50 off of that,
Okay.
if not more, probably more.
And then a few more down here. A little light up pennants. That's pretty cool. Different socks down there. Oh, hi Pluto. And Pluto and Pluto. And more. Oh, there's a magnet. Oh, wow. That actually
$7.
$7 for a
That's
magnet.
something
That
with-
is pretty
And
cool.
it says Tokyo Disney Resort 40th.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, we're always looking for magnets. Yep, we're gonna get that. we put magnets on our fridge. It's a travel log for us, so we can go there and when we're getting food out, remember all the good times we had and continue to have. And so we've been looking for a magnet, and we came across that one, and it's perfect for what we want. In Japan, the character of Duffy is huge. He is Mickey's teddy bear, and they came up with a bunch of friends for him too. So Duffy is the bear that's right here. That's Duffy right there, yep. And then there are other people as well. Her name is Shelly Mae, and the bunny's name is
Stella Lou.
Stella Lou. And the kitty's name is
Gelatone.
Gelatone. And the fennec fox, I love the fennec fox.
Lena Bell.
Lena Bell. And then there's a turtle, who's not a mammal.
Olumel.
Olumel.
I
And
think
then
that's
looks like a
puppy.
dog.
Cookie Ann.
Cookie Ann.
She's
So
a
anyway,
pup.
these
Yeah.
things are huge here. Lots of people have
walk
them.
around
People
with
wearing the
them.
hats. They tried to kind of make it a little popular in
I think it was
Disney
Cal-
World.
Yeah. Never did.
Or actually, they did have a Duffy in
Disneyland.
Disney California Adventure
Remember,
too.
we met him once.
And
saw him once.
I don't think he took off, so you never really see much of it anymore, except for maybe a thing here and there. But here, they're huge. So huge. When you walk around, people have purses of them, hats of them. They're carrying around the stuffed animals and taking pictures with them. Like, it's huge here. And so, yeah, I mean, here's a shop that's dedicated to just Duffy stuff and friends. So I just kind of wanted to point that out. It's just something that is incredibly huge here, but not something that really picked up in America. And
They
so,
love 'em here.
I mean, America still loves the original characters. Mickey's teddy bear.
Mickey's teddy
Yeah, he's
bear.
Mickey's
Yep.
teddy bear.
That's why the picture right here.
So,
Mickey with Duffy.
yeah, he with Duffy.
Disney Bear.
But he's taken off a life of his own.
Yep, here he does great.
Yeah. Nice little paws. First of all, I love bunnies, so that bunny is
That
super
bunny is
cool.
adorable.
And this fennec fox I think is so cool because I think fennec foxes are cool with their ears. And I love kitties, of course, because I have a kitty. And if this one had a black nose, this one would actually look like my cat. I mentioned this when we were first walking in, that there's a McDuck's department store, so we thought we'd go check it out while some friends are riding the Toy Story ride. The Toy Story ride had a very, very, very long wait, I think more than 2 hours. So they ended up paying the money to get a Fast Pass, essentially. But since we've ridden it so much, we didn't want to pay money for it. Oh, it's the...
This is for the cat.
Yeah, the cat, but it's essentially a beret with the ears. See, I tell you, here's some Duffy stuff here, Duffy stuff there.
These are actually miniature backpacks.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
So you can carry them.
You can also get outfits for them, and there are ones that are specific to the different characters. So you can change those out too. Lots of accessories for that. I mean, if you were somebody who was into this, there is so much to feed that love. Or addiction, it depends on how you want to call it. We all have those things that we love. Here's like stationery and stuff. So this whole room is dedicated to Duffy and friends. And so we're gonna push further in. I see more Duffy stuff over there. Is this whole store? Nah, it can't be. All right, well, so far this is all Duffy. I would not have expected that. But look how busy it is. So this stuff, there's an entire store dedicated to Duffy stuff. I mean, I actually find that pretty cool. They know what people like, and they are giving it to them. Oh, but yeah, there's some big full-size ones over there. And more clothes over there, oh yeah, this is pretty much all Duffy stuff. Our friends went to do Toy Story Mania, like I mentioned. This is what it looks like with a giant Woody face and you walk in through his mouth. This is actually pretty cool of an area. It kind of dead ends here. The Tower of Terror is over there. Oh, there it is. So it's real close. Yeah, this is kind of nice. How fun. Neato. They just came through here with music and people clapping, and I wonder if they just choose a couple of people each day who have wonderful outfits and kind of reward them and give them a little mini parade. That is pretty cool and encourages people to dress up. Some of the people, I've been somewhat reluctant to just video other people in their costumes because I don't have permission, but these people are out as a spectacle, so I feel comfortable with that. But otherwise, it's the costumes and the things people have been wearing here are freaking amazing. Some of them are detailed and incredible. We saw somebody who was dressed sort of as Frollo from Hunchback. Like, who dresses as Frollo? And it was an amazing costume. And there's just a little dance party going on here. I mentioned earlier that we are staying in the Disneyland Hotel and Tokyo Disneyland Hotel. This is what the lobby looks like. We did a pre-check-in this morning, but we can't get our room keys until 4:30. So we are just waiting for that. It's about 15 more minutes, a little less. But I want to show you how beautiful it is. I'm not going to video too much of this just because there's a lot of videos out there that walk through the whole thing. We're not going to spend that much time in the hotel, like exploring it. There's a couple of shops downstairs that we were just in, and finally it felt like Disney merchandise shops. Some of the shops, I don't know, it just, at least at DisneySea, didn't feel very Disney. I mean, yes, they had Disney merchandise, but they didn't have the same feeling as the ones we've been to in the past. but I wanted to show you how beautiful this lobby is and how all these people are waiting here for their rooms too. We accomplished so much today. We decided we want to come back when we could get into the rooms, maybe rest a couple of hours, then go back to the park, experience it at night. I just wanted to give you an idea of how beautiful. And those people over there are having high tea. That is amazing. Where are they? See that high tea thing right there? It's just like the one we had when we were in England. That is pretty cool, actually. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. I'll give you a room tour once we get up there, but I wanted to show you the lobby. And there's a lot of other things here too. But if you want to know more about this hotel, then check out other videos where people have given full tours. We're gonna stay here. We chopped the shops. The station is right across the way there. So there's essentially a stop for the hotel. And getting into Disneyland is gonna be pretty easy because it's essentially just across the other side of the station. So we'll be able to get in pretty good. We have a breakfast tomorrow here at Sherwood Gardens restaurant. It's a breakfast buffet. It comes with our package. But otherwise, we're not gonna spend that much time like wandering around here. We're gonna stay in it. I'm really enjoying the lobby. I like going through the shops, but we're not gonna be here long enough to really take advantage of the whole resort. It is worthwhile to stay here though. Everything is so beautiful. All right, so here's a room tour. We had trouble even finding the elevator to get to the 4th floor. The one that we found skipped the 4th floor and went up to the 5th floor and above. So we had to go ask somebody because, anyway, there's been the bureaucracy and the difficulty of checking in has been just a nightmare, but we're here now. And there's a super positive here coming up. So anyway, here's the door when you come in. There's actually a little like writing desk thing here, which is pretty cool. And then the bathroom is split up into a couple of things. There's a toilet here and bidet, of course, because it's Japan and I love it. They give us a whole bunch of amenities. So we've got toothbrushes.
Are these ours?
Amenity, I think so. I think they're plastic cups. There's even Q-tips, which is really cool. And there's enough for everybody because there's technically 4 of us in the room, although we're going to, because we did a 4-person and a 2-person, but we're going to split 3 and 3. And I'll show you why that's a great idea in a second. Sink, drawers with tissues and more toothbrushes if we need them. And then there's the shower here with like a little shower, what is that, a stool to sit on to shower if you want to. And then there's a rain shower. So this whole room essentially is the shower, but there's also a tub too. But I love rainfall showers so much. Here in the closet, there are slippers. And then of course, places to hang clothes. We're not gonna do that because we're only here for one night. We only have one night worth of stuff. There's a water boiler. This is probably for ice if we want. Yeah, it's an ice bucket. Actually China teacups. And then some, this looks like green tea. That's coffee. Okay, cool. So it's instant coffee, instant green tea. What's in the drawers? Ooh, cups. And there's a fridge there. There are pajamas, one for everybody. Mediums. We're not gonna fit in those. Josh might, but none of us, the rest of us are. There's a lock, or a safe, I'm sorry. There's a place where you can plug, looks like a USB, maybe to watch something like an input. More drawers. One bed here, one bed there. And then this is like a day bed over here. And there are, oh hey Josh, there's postcards in here. Cool, there's like a little pad of paper. We bought this, it's like a milk tea at the place downstairs. I haven't tried the Starbucks version yet. There are Mickey and Minnie themes. And then there's tables and chairs, but here's the real, oh, and we also got these with, they come with it, just a little like bag. But here's the really awesome thing. Our view is a park view. So there's the castle, and then you can actually see the volcano also from DisneySea. You can see Tower of Terror over there.
DisneySea.
And so this is pretty cool. It took a lot to even get into this room.
Oh, we got it.
But it was, this view is incredible. I've never had such a good Disney room. But yeah, so this is what it is. And yeah, nice room. We're looking forward to doing a little resting and then go back to the park. We ended up not going back to the park. Once we got back to the room, or once we got to the room, it just was really comfortable. So we went downstairs to that little shopette, bought some food, came up and hung out, and now we're watching the fireworks from the window. And the castle is changing colors over there, and we can see the volcano occasionally lighting up. And I haven't seen it burst into flames yet, but now there's fireworks going. We can't hear the music or anything. Ah, Josh turned off the lights.
Is that bad?
No, this is fine.
Okay.
I'm sorry, there's a little bit of a reflection because we can't open the window all the way, but it's what an awesome way to end the first night of Tokyo Disney. In this case, DisneySea. Oh, there were Mickeys! That was pretty cool. Lots of different Mickeys. I love the ones that go off in all directions like that. That's so cool. Wow. Thanks for joining me on the first day, Tokyo DisneySea. Come back and join me for Tokyo Disneyland.